Today we're going to be watching a video that you guys have sent me and Dane non-stop since it came out. It's titled The Sisters Who Faked Their Funeral for Money. It's talking about Amy and Tammy, where Amy faked Tammy's funeral and they had a GoFundMe. And then scrolling through it, it also seems to cover the Amy doxing someone. This video comes from Sunny V2, a channel that seems to focus mainly on like kind of internet personalities and their downfall, really. Since going through it, I don't really see anything that's new information, but it is like a very nice compilation of everything put in one spot. So that's pretty cool. You can check that if you want to. And the same thing with the 1,000-Pound Sisters video here. This is all stuff that we've been aware of for a long time. And I thought that people were just they just accepted it and still enjoyed watching the videos for fun. But apparently that's wrong, because a lot of people didn't know about all this, and that's why they've been messaging me and Dane nonstop about it. Like, oh my God, did you know about this? And like, yeah, we knew about this. Like, everyone knew about this like years ago. What are you talking about? So anyway, we're gonna watch the video, and maybe some new information that we didn't know will surface since old Sunny V2 has put in the work to make a 15-minute video of all the juicy stuff.
Ooh,
heck!
ready for the juice.
Heck! You ready for that juice?
I'm ready for the juice.
It is pretty juicy.
Amy went into the hospital. She has pneumonia and she can't breathe. I set up a GoFundMe account. If y'all can donate a penny, nickel.
No, she hasn't died yet. I'm pretty sure they do it again. Yeah, okay. I didn't know they did the pneumonia one, so this is already new information right at the beginning. Why didn't I pay attention to the very beginning of the video when I skimmed through this?
Everybody knows that money cures pneumonia.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta get that pneumonia so you can go to the doctor.
Right, it's $2,000 to cure pneumonia, you know?
They were seen by their audience as two wholesome sisters who were bravely putting themselves out into the world despite their unconventional appearances.
Oh yeah,
however, only
very wholesome. They're very wholesome.
Best relationship.
The Slayton sisters would turn their entire audience against them through controversy after controversy, peaking with a GoFundMe for Tammy Slayton's funeral, who hadn't even died. However, if the audience had simply known more about
they was like, yeah, they was scamming for a decade, man. Just because they've been on TLC and got popular don't mean they weren't scamming nobody back in the day, because they were.
In 2010, Amy would be arrested after shoplifting an $8 book from Walmart, showing that even prior to beginning YouTube, the sisters were prone to both cutting corners and cheating the system.
Story time, I was arrested. They got me. I'm going to read this book that I just stole too, by the way.
An $8 book.
Yeah.
I want to say, hey, I'm fat. But don't you call me fat. Why would I want you to call me fat if we're trying to be in a relationship? Come on now, use your brain.
Yeah, use your brain now. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's interesting to go back and like see all these again, like from before they got on the show. Mary was telling me about how they used to be like YouTubers before they got on TLC.
Wow.
And so I remember like going back and like looking at it before, like long before we even started covering it. I was like, yeah, let's see what they had going on. And you know, they were wholesome and funny. Like they were
right.
Like people originally watched the show because they were funny together, and the same thing for their YouTube. But then, you know, it spiraled out of control.
They started digging a little too deep and realizing that relationship's a little less wholesome.
Yeah.
Slayton sisters would receive their first big break after posting a video titled Chubby Bunny Challenge. However, when examining the video's thumbnail and dislike ratio, it was pretty obvious that it had gone viral as a result of people watching to laugh at their physical appearances.
That's the internet in general right there. I mean, you got something like this. They didn't get 2 million views because people like, oh, that's so wholesome. You guys are doing the chubby bunny. Now they're like, dang, look at these girls. They so big and they stuff in their mouths the friggin' marshmallows.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, that's what YouTube was for a while back in the day.
I mean, it still is. You know? It still is. You just can't see the dislike button anymore, so you can't
you can't judge it by that.
You actually have to. Yeah, you have to like just instead of like looking for the dislike ratio, you just gotta look, turn your head just slightly, maybe even just your eyeballs, and read the comment section right beside it, and then you'll know why people are there.
It's a similar story with videos like Bake With Me and trying new makeup. The thumbnails were sufficiently horrid and laughable to make the videos go viral. However, despite the hate,
you know, I don't know. Do you think they did that on purpose? Like they were clickbaiting people, or that was just like a normal screenshot?
Yeah,
they just left it there.
Kind of. That might have even been the default, you know?
Yeah. You kind of wonder. The intention they had. Maybe they're geniuses. Maybe, I don't know. You know, I watched the show and I don't know, masterminds.
masterminds?
Nah, I doubt that. Yeah.
would prove to be successful after raising over $833, showing the Slayton sisters that it was not only possible, but simple, to extract money from their audience through GoFundMe, which had become a vital piece of information for the main scandal to be covered in this video.
Oh, yeah, they got that set up, Ooh, we got some money. Yeah, you gotta get some more.
Okay.
The camper has AC in it, and we only put him in there for like 30 minutes.
However, when Amy would then reveal that the dog had gone crazy inside and smashed the air conditioning unit just to get out, her audience assumed that maybe the AC wasn't on and that the dog was going crazy because it had been overheating inside.
This is a very crazy story.
Yeah. It's a lot of speculation already.
That's a lot. I mean, I was just thinking about, I figured it would be more lethargic than, tearing the air conditioner out of the wall and jumping out and biting me.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to defend anything that's happened here. I'm just saying it's a weird story. It's weird.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it could have
maybe
just been
I just
a
don't know what
wild,
I'm talking about.
Or maybe he was cool. Maybe she's right and it was cool. And he was just like, yo, I don't like this air conditioner. You know what I mean? It could have been a wild dog.
But I mean, that's another thing that when you're on YouTube, and any kind of animal gets involved, if you don't spend the animal is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what happens, because we've been through this. We've had animal stuff happen, and
yeah,
we do our best to deal with it, and then it doesn't matter because the internet's oh my god,
right.
Don't know if that's what happened here, but I'm just saying that's it can get highly exaggerated and weird real fast.
Yeah, no, I get it. Especially when it's not, they're not those people. From the outside looking in, it's real easy to point that finger,
Our dogs, people ask me all the time, and I've talked about this several times on videos. People did you bring your dogs to Australia? And no, I didn't. Boss still lives at the same house that we lived at before with my parents, and Betty lives with a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah.
Moved in with their family.
Right.
And
good household.
Yeah. Could we have brought the dogs? We could have, but there's a waiver you sign that's hey, your dogs may die.
Yeah.
We'd have to hire another company, because the flight from America to Australia is too long to leave them in cargo, and they're too big to have in the cabin. It was very expensive, and then we have to give it to a company for them to be there. We also, when we first got here, lived in a very small it was a rental house, but very small. We couldn't even fit our stuff in it.
Right.
There's no way we could have Boss there too with the new babies. It'd be impossible. We didn't even have enough room for ourselves when the first. Cause we were staying with her parents when we first got here, in their house.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So yeah, we couldn't. There was no way. And even if I would go through and explain all the very perfectly good reasons and the choices we made for the better choices I feel we made for our animals, people still get mad. They're I can't believe you didn't bring your animals, and I'm
right.
They are very happy and well taken care of.
Yeah.
we get pictures, all the time of the animals, and when we call my parents, the kids want to see Boss Dog, so they go out there and find them and put them on the phone. I don't know. But people get wild about it. Anyway, I don't know. That may not be really relatable to the story they're telling here, but the part that stuck out to me is how the internet really gets on you about animals,
right?
And it's freaking annoying.
and there are occasions where people don't do what you did, which is consider the best choice of action for the dogs. That's a hard choice to make because they're part of your family too, So
of course you wanted to bring them.
That was a hard choice for you guys to make too, and you made I feel like you made the right ones. What's best for literal everybody, and there are some people who don't even take that consideration, and I guess that's who they are talking about, or those type people. But still, considering you put that much effort in and still caught hate for that, that's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, this is no defense of them. It just made my mind go down that path of how the internet is with pets. Within the context, yeah, they probably did not turn the air conditioner on for that dog in the camper, because they are literally asking money for GoFundMe so they can survive. And yeah, They didn't. They didn't
probably
have the money
just
for
didn't have
gas to leave that running.
Yeah.
However, with the bite mark being so severe and Amy taking the dog to the pound, whilst using the wording that the dog was no longer with her, the audience assumed that Amy had taken the dog to the pound to have it put down, resulting in the popular opinion that Amy was an animal abuser.
I mean, even just like with that little bit right there, she got bit by a dog and she got rid of the dog, and now she's an animal abuser. You know, it's
Yeah.
again, I don't know, the picture that's being painted here. It's okay.
I'm sorry, but I highly doubt she ran after the German Shepherd. You need to be relatively active to own a dog like a German Shepherd, and you need to be trained to be able to take care of an abused large dog. The sentiment will be...
Now that's true. I mean,
That
if you
is
got an abused large dog, you know, you gotta be ready for some crazy stuff, and apparently she wasn't.
worse when, at a later date, Tammy would upload a video talking
that
about the
say?
celebration of her,
Tammy
admits to animal abuse? Oh my god.
mentioning in passing that she felt sorry for their other dog a little bit.
Ah, she got the cat ears. No.
Is that where you got yours?
Oh no.
feel bad for a little bit because she sat outside in the hot car while we were having fun. But I did, while we were at getting something to eat, I did get a little bit some ice water.
I remember hearing about this. Yeah, they like the little cracked out Chihuahua they got or whatever,
Yeah.
left it in the car, and they just talked about how they left it in the car. Yeah.
It was only going to get worse from there on out, as Amy would find herself in yet another controversy after going on a date with a 19-year-old autistic
Oh
kid at a
no,
local...
the freaking date one. Did you hear about the date one?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was a horrible night. It started off good. We met each other. Well, it wasn't the first time we met. Don't think that. I'm not that type of person.
Don't think it's a one night stand. You know, I ain't a girl like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person. But you about to hear about what type of person I am, and then you ain't gonna think no better of me. Ooh.
I was trying to give him a hickey because he was a virgin and he never had a hickey before. So I was giving him a hickey and he was like, quit biting me. And I'm like, I'm not biting you. And he was like, yeah, you are. So I bit him.
No, this is a bite.
Yeah, she's over there vampiring on him. He's like, stop it. And she's like, "Ah."
book, posting a status written in an ancient hillbilly dialect, which will receive a response from Amy about the size of his penis.
Jerry! Jerry? Jerry's back again.
He's been around a
He
while.
would go on to upload her video discussing the night, where she would completely dox the guy in the comment section with his Facebook page and telephone number, after which he would be harassed by Amy's YouTube audience. In somewhat of a hilarious act.
Wow.
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happened. I can't remember if he was like a fan or something, and that's like how they met.
Oh, no.
I don't remember if that. I want to say yes, but I can't remember for sure.
I hope y'all guys are happy. David just broke up with me because everybody was harassing him. Now y'all see why I don't tell people who we're dating.
I forgot about this too. She got her fans, sicked them on one dude, and then she went and got another boyfriend. And of course, those same people went and jumped on him just because blood in the water and all that.
Right, exactly.
This is why I don't tell you who I'm dating unless I'm doxing them.
Wow.
Look, I'd like to think that at least Amy has changed. You know,
Yeah.
she's pretty wholesome on the show now, but it's also the show. You know, you never know. She's gotten older and she's got a kid and everything now.
Right.
I feel like she's in a better place than she was.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
And
you know, we're not the same people we was back in the day either. You know, I get that. I get that. I can relate.
now Tammy, on the other hand, she's the same person.
Yeah, absolutely. Same cup of tea.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Amy's even acting out like this because maybe we can just blame it all on Tammy.
Amy's TikTok with over 1 million followers, on which she had promoted her merch, would be permanently banned. However, this still doesn't make it the most notorious controversy in the Slayton sisters' history, bringing
Yeah, we come to the big one. The big one. Dude, I didn't even know her TikTok got banned.
I really couldn't breathe.
and after being rushed to hospital, it would be discovered that Tammy had contracted pneumonia. Whilst in the hospital, Tammy's condition would worsen, leading her to pass out for 3.5 weeks whilst on life support, during which Amy would begin the GoFundMe. Now,
I forgot about her actually like going into like a coma. I forgot about that part.
Jeez.
Dang, she passed out. Dang.
Well, so at this point, right? Even if she did pass out, right? Like that is a sad moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you raised money, you know, like for that person, I don't see that being a bad thing unless you're saying it's because they died. Because you're obviously lying about them dying, you know.
We'll keep watching. I don't want to.
Okay, all right, I got you.
But anyway, I kind of wonder if this picture was taken like a week after, she was passed out in her coma or whatever she was doing. And they're like, oh, yep, rip, take a picture of her.
Right.
The medical cards will not cover all of the bills, so this GoFundMe account will be for Tammy's funeral if she dies. So
if she dies. All right. Okay, so there's an if. We got an if so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
Let's see if
maybe
she does
the
die, I guess.
hospital bills if she survives.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm
Ish.
pretty. Let's keep watching.
When she would return to the videos a few weeks later, laughing, joking, and eating junk food as if nothing had ever happened, obviously the audience and those who had donated weren't all that happy, judging from the 85% dislike ratio.
It's like even the fans wanted her to die, man.
Wow, dude.
It's the thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thing
you're
is
alive
like,
still? Wow.
She didn't die.
What?
Are you serious?
Jeez.
Yeah.
The question had been created. Where had the money gone? Amy would state that she had transferred the money to her mother to pay for Tammy's medical bills.
It just keeps going. Who knows where the money? It went to the medical bills. Who did?
I gave it to my mother, who paid bills with Tammy's bills. Regardless if that's what she used the money for or not, that's what I did with it.
Scapegoat time. Here we go. Yep.
I gave it to my mother, who paid bills.
She paid bills.
Right. Bills.
Bills.
Maybe one of
So
Tammy's. Who knows?
We went and got another computer, and that was a bill we had to pay.
Suspicious that she was unable to provide any evidence for the money going towards the hospital stay, especially when her audience would notice that she also happened to buy a new laptop and a new camper right after the GoFundMe had concluded.
Oh, well, the $800 didn't buy her laptop and a camper.
No. And if it was a laptop, it wasn't even good.
It wasn't a gaming one, that's for sure. Wasn't no
for
Alienware.
Small camper, too. You know what I'm saying?
And that
Maybe a
camper,
tent.
the air conditioner obviously didn't work because the dog tears it up.
When I found out Amy did the whole GoFundMe thing, believe me, I was mad.
Believe her. She's so mad. She's so mad she wore this haircut.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. So mad.
I mean, look at her eyebrows. She's like
Angry. That is the
she's
eyebrow of
angry and surprised at the same time. Just those waves.
Which Amy has since lost over 100 pounds, has gotten married, had a baby. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Tammy, whose continual weight gain underpins much of the show's entertainment factor. The show just had its third season with well over 1 million viewers per episode.
What?
That's it? Only 1 million per episode? Dang.
Maybe that's on the day it airs.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But that's the video everybody wanted us to watch so bad. We watched it. It was good. He put together everything pretty nicely. But
At this point, it was easier to do what Nikocado Avocado did.
yeah. It's so cool he made the video though, because it raises the awareness, and I was surprised that people didn't know this. That's been like they like watch us, watch the episodes.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that they went along with the show.
Oh, TLC, look, dude. I don't know.
TLC staged all this. I'm gonna tell you right now, this was the producer.
Like whenever we make we make a video about like anything on TLC, and like we make fun of it too much, right? And then people get mad in the comment section. It always surprises me. Because TLC don't care.
No.
TLC's the one putting them out there. TLC's like literally orchestrating all this stuff.
Right.
And they're not doing it for the people, right? They're doing it for the entertainment and exploiting these people. But like they get a free pass because it's like a show, and they like kind of they show like the ups and the downs, and it's kind of like it's almost like a documentary.
Right.
It's almost kind of like Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil like he helps people, and he's done a lot of really good things. But a lot of the videos that we've reacted to are the ones where he just like finds people that have these crazy stories they've just probably made up and just shows it off for television.
Yeah.
They go through their entire story, and Dr. Phil sits on station, dogs them, and at the very end he goes, "We're gonna get you some help."
I'm gonna call my homies who actually help people.
Yeah. So this TLC was probably happy they had all these controversies, honestly.
Probably.
Because they live off the controversy.
Views, at least 1 million per episode.
Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. We'll see you next time. Stay toasty, my friends, and I love you. Bye-bye.